Back over in the land stop, it's going to be wet and chilly today. Usual suspects out.
What?
It's going to be wet and chilly today. Usual suspects out.
What?
Alright, well I guess Colin can't hear me over how awesome Lance is being with the TM. But in the short, that was the intro, and today we're headed out onto Lance's trails and some of the new stuff that was cut over the winter. And we put some time in the spring to build some decking over some swampy areas, and that's what we're going to go check out and try and beat this trail in. But yeah, I think he gets the upper hand on us.
Alright, this is the new stuff. I haven't seen this yet other than work on it. I haven't tried to ride it yet.
There was a bit of a thought about building a ramp and jumping over that creek, but you know, the risk reward just wasn't there. There's not a good approach, and there's definitely not a good landing. So I think crossing the river was the better, although more cautious, which isn't always the most fun, but the better route.
This will challenge you. Forearms are going to burn out in no time.
Yeah, it's challenging, but that's why we do it. My forearms are getting a little pumped already, and that's symptomatic of not doing a good warm-up and crashing right into this stuff. This is rough. There's no flow to it. You're kind of banging over rocks, but that's why we like it.
It didn't take long to warm up.
We'll go up to the rock yard here, take a little stop.
Yeah.
See if John and them are on the way.
Nope, it didn't take long to warm up at all. This kind of terrain was reminding me of Thistle Hurt, the hare scramble I did in Cape Breton. I got to beat on myself for 3 hours, but I made it through, and I'll make it through this. There's my pep talk. Riding all winter was great, but the terrain isn't very challenging, and so coming back in to ride the dirt, and this being our first real off-road ride where we're hitting some rougher terrain, it's a bit of a wake-up call, and points to where I need to work on some of my riding and fitness.
Oh, this is rough stuff.
The actual trail's to the left of me, but we'd picked out these lines when we were cutting some of the trail earlier in the spring. And this looked very doable, just a little tight, but now that we've ridden it a couple times, we actually kind of like this line.
Ooh,
That's hard.
that is hard.
That's hard there.
Yeah, that was pretty hard. We haven't found our lines yet. It's not that the terrain's super technical or difficult. It's just we haven't explored it enough. It's the first time we've really ridden it.
And I got to do up my waist belt here, which is important when you're bouncing around like an idiot.
Sometimes I feel like that kid that needs to have a string on my mittens and have that string run through my jacket, but whatever. I didn't do up my waist belt on my backpack, which was flopping around because I'm flopping around on the bike. And now everything's tightened down. Let's see if I can sort myself out. It's pretty slippery in here. What we've done is circled around, and we're going to run that last little obstacle a couple times just to beat it in and explore a couple new lines. Here's Lance's first go at it, but as you can see, it's pretty slippery.
That one ain't pretty.
Lance really does love the TM, but That technique is a seat bounce to get traction, so don't read anything into it.
Uh-oh.
So, a little laughing encouragement, yeah? And that's just the peanut gallery sitting up there thinking about when it's going to be our turn. Alright, now that Lance has given the TM some love and opened the trail up for us, it's my turn. And this is where I'm going to sell Lance on getting a set of moose. Now if you're surfing through YouTube and it's like midnight and you've fallen into a hole and you've somehow ended up on my channel and you're wondering what the hell moose is, think of it as a pool noodle that goes inside your tire and replaces the tube, and it's foam and firm to about the equivalent of 6 to 8 psi, which makes the tire feel very spongy but gives you phenomenal traction.
Wasn't pretty with the legs down, but you know what? I'm up it. And I didn't burn much energy to do it.
I think I just called myself a Muppet.
There you go.
It wasn't pretty. No, but man, you pushed through. That right there's the sweet spot.
Alright, onwards. We move over to look at some of the other sections of the new trails and ride some of the old stuff and just open it up a bit more.
Killing with firearms again.
Colin, Victor. Still a little patch of snow there.
Now, I don't remember seeing any snow, and I don't know if you guys do, so I think Lance is just being kind because Colin just fell all on his own. So we're just going to leave without him. I'm kidding. He's back up and he's moving, and this is the stuff that he likes, so he's going to open it up, and he has no problem catching up.
Dancing.
Definitely felt like the bike was dancing under me there. Probably can't make out everything I'm saying as I'm riding along, but rest assured it's positive self-talk or shit-talk to myself sometimes so that I just keep going.
That's the one.
This is some of the new section that the boys cut this winter, and we came back and laid this corduroy road over this soft spot, but yeah, we gotta make some adjustments.
Yeah, I can see adding a kicker to that.
Yeah, check that.
No.
Can we fix it now?
Yeah, let's do it.
I must have had to push them together. Yeah.
I wonder if we just rearrange them a bit.
Maybe that's the thing to do is put the big ones in there and the little ones out front.
It's only going to take us a second to fix this up, and Colin takes the opportunity to do his Magic Mike interview right now.
Something tells me to cut that one short for a reason.
There's much else we want to do with that.
Nah, fuck it.
Fuck it for now.
Construction done.
You know, because it's an issue of safety, we put a lot of time and effort into making sure any construction we do is done to code, and this one is top tier. So if you watched my videos in the past, you'll probably recognize this area, and this is what I'm calling kind of like a snakes and ladders. and we just follow this river and kind of go up and down these small hills. It's a lot of fun.
That's an ugly
There's
line.
a couple that used to sketch me out, but surprisingly now I just ride them.
Flood that one.
This double track takes us back around to the gravel pit where we started the day, and we're going to duck back in on the trail to that new section, and there's another little rock face that we want to play on and see if we can clear it. It's more intimidating than it actually is just to look at it for the first time. Oh, I almost eat shit just in a second here. Yeah, didn't pick a left or a right, tried to go down the center, and the front end augured into a soft spot, and I almost went over the bars. Anyway, like I said, we're going to duck back into the woods here, and here's some of the stuff we're going to try and play on.
Man down.
Yeah, you need some momentum for sure.
Beautiful. Just majestic.
You definitely need a little speed. I think straight up the center, just go fast.
More speed.
I'm gonna try it right now.
So I have visions of Colin just launching it here, but he just rides it, and it actually goes well. Lance gives her another go and clears it that time.
There you go.
There you go. Alright, now look, that's why we can't have nice stuff.
Let's cut that tree out of there. That'll make the difference.
Well, everyone's had a go, so now it's my turn. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Like I said, it looked more intimidating until we hit it a couple times, and then it was really nothing. And this is the last obstacle that we play on a little bit, but we don't actually hit it, we're just thinking about it. Yeah, you'll have to stand by for that one, but we'll hit it in a future episode. That pretty much brings us to the end.
For another month or so and she'll be gleaming. Whew.